Hallo Leute, willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Wir sind jetzt beim Ruler of Death und wir gehen jetzt weiter und versuchen Mavuika aufzuhalten, deren Tod wir wahrscheinlich immer noch nicht abgewendet haben. Das ist nicht so ganz nice. Aber ich glaube immer noch nicht, dass sie stirbt. Und die wichtigste Frage, die ich habe, wo ist der verdammte Captain? Und kann der Traveler nicht ein bisschen schneller?
Look, it's Mavuika!
Ach, da ist sie. Ah, ist bestimmt nur eine Erscheinung.
I have grown weary of the endless wait. The fate of this land is of no interest to me anymore.
However, you humans managed to meet the expectations of the heavenly principles. For the Mavuika, as the price for using my power, I shall now bear witness to your death. And with you, the war that your nation has waged for more than 1,000 years shall meet its end.
Mavuika!
You got here sooner than I expected.
What are you doing?
Closing the final chapter on the plan that has consumed Natlan for 500. We've eradicated the Abyss from Natlan, but its power remains in worlds beyond. Only by completely restoring the Night Kingdom can we defend against its corrosion in the long run. But the architect of the Night Kingdom is near her end. She lacks the power for such a task, and worse still, if her life force is depleted, we have no need for the Ode of Resurrection right now. But it remains Natlan's strongest.
So, you're planning to...
Yes. My plan is to, once again, 500 years ago, I gave my life for the chance to be reborn and a chance to see all my plans to completion. And now, to sustain the Lord of the...
I respect your decision, Mavuika. But this method requires an immense sacrifice. The flames of your life force are exceedingly strong. But a life sustained by fire is one destined to die out one day. What will you do then?
I've thought about that. With the Abyss out of the picture for now, the Sacred Flame's power will be consumed at a much slower rate. Future Pyro Archons will continue to seek new sources of fire. As long as Natlan's legacy endures, the Night Kingdom will survive, impervious to the Abyss.
Once again, you place hope in the hands of the future.
But the pilgrimage can replenish the power of the sacred flame. We can give it that meaning. Why shoulder this burden by yourself?
Because I want the pilgrimage to change. The pilgrimage was an essential part of our struggle against the Abyss, a grand competition full of promise and glory. But it also chained our people to an inescapable fear and anxiety have been our constant companions. We knew what the consequences would be if we laid down our arms. And so, Natlan became... This is where Xbalanque defeated the dragons and granted our people the liberation of their flesh. And there will be no war, only competition. One fueled by our dreams for the future. A new future deserves a new meaning. A chance to take a definitive...
Very noble indeed. But what does any of this have to do with you? In my eyes, Mavuika, you are not inherently special. Yes, the situation is urgent, and the ley lines must be restored.
That is where we differ, Lord of the Night. You see all humans as the same. A leader is swift and decisive in the face, someone capable of making the right choice, even when there are no sacrificing the remainder of my life to help Natlan. After all, leadership is built on the trust of ordinary people. Without that, the people look to their leader to make the world a better place and stand up for that reason. I must see my
But what about you, Mavuika? You still haven't talked about what you... Is it that unimportant to...
It's not important. There is nothing more important than protecting the future we built.
Schwer gegen ihre Logik zu argumentieren. Sie hat wahrscheinlich vorausgesehen, dass wir kommen und hat ihre Worte im Voraus gewählt. Ja, ich weiß nicht. Ich meine, wenn sie noch zwei Jahrhunderte überlebt, warum nicht? Es ist an der Zeit, dass Natlan in eine neue Ära eintritt und ich verstehe, dass sie ihrer Rolle als Anführerin gerecht werden möchte, aber sie verdient einen Platz in der Zukunft, die sie gemeinsam mit ihrem Volk aufgebaut hat. Aber sie hat doch jeden aus ihrer Familie verloren und ihre alten Freunde hat sie verloren.
I shall accept Moika's sacrifice for the Lord of the Night as her death, and I will bear witness to the very end. Thus concludes the deal I made with Xbalanque several thousand years ago. Lord of the Night, you may now begin. What are you waiting for?
There is another who wishes to take part in the ceremony. And I cannot
Another?
Eine weitere? Ja, der Captain.
I was to bear witness to a death, and now the situation...
If the life of this second individual fails to meet my requirements, I fear I may lose my...
Rest assured, his life will hold equal value. I am the helper of humanity, and I must...
cumbersome. But there is nothing to...
Wait, this feeling.
We made it.
Ja. Er hat den Captain gebracht. Würdest du
Thank
ruhig?
you for showing me the way.
The captain?
The other individual you mentioned. It was him?
Indeed. Like you, he carries many lofty ideas.
Malwika, I understand how you feel. And if I were an ordinary mortal, I would have no... But like you, I've been waiting for this day for too long. You created this new future, and you deserve to guide its direction. But death is the end I have been trying to reach all along. I have come this far to use my death to open the gates of the ley lines to my people.
Your people?
Waren das die Seelen, die ich im Traum gesehen habe?
That's right. They have been with me.
But how? Carrying that many souls within you? There's no way you could keep your consciousness intact. Besides, you weren't affected by the source mechanism like I...
Do you still remember the voice that you heard? It came from my heart. With the help of technology from Conria, my heart was modified to convert memories. As a result, I became extremely sensitive to souls, and developed after encountering countless lost souls during the disaster 500 years ago. I forsook the capacity for knowledge granted by the modification. The lives of my comrades, as well as many Natlanese.
And you want to send them home?
Yes. The ley lines will not accept them. But by merging my existence with the Lord of the Night, I can become master of the ley lines and change...
He expressed this to me, and I agreed. The captain envisions a kinder and fairer set of rules for humanity. In addition, he aims to challenge the authority of the ruler of death.
Revenge?
After all, it's because of her that I bear the curse of immortality, the curse of absolute life.
I now understand that which you seek.
Then, bear witness to my resolve and hatred. The people of Conria committed grave sins. And for that, we were cursed to suffer endless physical torment. Cursed to witness the demise of everything we held. But most of us were innocent. Most of us knew nothing of the Five Sinners' exploitation of abyssal power. Myself included. If I sacrifice my life for the Lord of the Night, you get the death you desire. But, at the same time, the curse of left unresolved. That paradox could uproot the natural order of this world. Even you, great ruler of death, your curse is now the tool with which I will overturn the oppression of the gods. This is my Forsake one of your rules. The choice is yours.
Your new heart has limitless potential, and you have wielded it with bravery and honor. I grant you the title of Sentinel Knight. Like the 4 pillars of strength, you will continue to safeguard the glory of Conria.
The glory of Conria.
Our land, our dignity, and every comrade who fights alongside us.
The Night Kingdom is almost destroyed. Our fallen soldiers, your comrades, they have nowhere to go. Huh? What are you doing? Are you taking all their souls with you? You're just an ordinary person. You can't bear that kind of burden.
No hero should have to wander alone.
The curse of immortality. Using immortality to fight death. Using my rules against me.
Make your choice. Reject your rules. Or allow me to trigger the paradox.
The curse of immortality must stand. Use it to fulfill your final wish.
Well fought, my lord. Thank you for everything.
This time, let's go together. Yes. Let's go together.
Geile Szene. Das war cool.
The captain, he...
The curse of immortality still exists. Does that mean the captain will never move from this place?
Macht jetzt einen auf Loki.
Lord of the Night, is the captain still with us?
There is no need to pursue traces of him. For those...
Even so, please pass on my gratitude. His long journey has finally come to a close. I suppose I cannot imagine how much pain he endured over the past 500 years.
There's something I've been trying to figure out. I don't think I ever saw him sleep. I tried to ask him about it on the way here, but he didn't answer. Just like always, he never...
It's probably due to the voices. When souls merge in a single being, their voices echo, and souls that retain memories of their death often scream and wail in despair.
So, over the past 500 years, he didn't sleep? At all?
Kein Wunder, dass Danes Methode, den Verfall seines Körpers zu verlangsamen, bei ihm keine Wirkung.
Without experiencing the curse of immortality, we will never truly know. But I can see why his hatred for the ruler of death was so strong. In the end, he used that immortality to his advantage, and granted the Lord of the... Well fought, Captain.
You may wonder why the Night Kingdom, a land of souls, was unable to accept the souls adrift on the surface. The reason lies in the Heavenly Principle's modifications to the ley lines. The original purpose was to help counter the... But at one point in time, Natlan's ley lines were decimated. Even after reconstruction, the rules needed for the Ode of Resurrection, that unique quality, is precisely what drew the captain.
Did he try the same thing in other nations?
Yes. He fought to save Natlan not only to defeat the Abyss, but because this is the only land where the souls within him could find. We met not long ago to talk about that very possibility. I, too, recognize the need to change the rules of the ley lines. Not only for the soul. In the eyes of the heavenly principles, that kind of change is extremely risky, if not impermissible.
Thank you for everything.
See, Lolly, when I gave you the Pilgrim's Chronicle, I said how many years of life are enough? 10? But now, I have the chance to live forever. I am—
You don't need to thank us. You bear a heavy
Heavy? No. Farewell, humans. Creators of miracles.
Looks like she returned to the Night Kingdom.
So, this was the cap. He fought to the end for all those souls and challenged the rules of the world in the process.
He was an outstanding warrior. He took on a burden that was meant for me and even brought about a better outcome. It would seem I lost this duel. He was right. Natlan needs a leader to guide its future. If not a successor, then— But for now, let us pay our final respects to this—
Das war's wohl für dich, Capitano. Und ich hatte recht, er stirbt. Er lebt zwar noch in gewissem Sinne, aber er wird sich nicht mehr weiter
To
bewegen.
my sister, Hine. I know all that remains in the Night Kingdom is your memory. But I still wanted to write a short letter after countless partings and farewells. Natlan has finally entered an era. The pilgrimage is still a popular tournament, but now its only purpose is to showcase the thrill of competition. Our cultural legacy is not rooted in our suffering. In this era of peace, Natlan's fire will burn brighter than ever.
Also Kinich gegen die Kleine. Also ich glaube, Kinich würde gewinnen.
With the restoration of the Night Kingdom, our people are now free to leave our borders, and many have set their sights on the wonders of Tibet. I'm sure many exciting, and although our battle scars will fade, the stories of our heroes will never be forgotten. When a new you returns to this land one day, I know you'll recognize the significance. The land we love has not been destroyed, but grows stronger by the day.
Sehr schön.
I will forever be grateful that I got to see you again. And when the flames deliver this letter to you, I actually got the chance to finish this painting, and not a moment too soon. It's time to bid farewell to all the fallen.
Das Bild kennen wir ja. So, geht zum Ort der Zeremonie.
Hey, is that part new? Hyman's never seen it before.
Das hier? Das kann ich dir nicht sagen. Aber wir gehen erstmal hier hin. So. Da treffen wir jetzt aufs letzte Epilog. Ja.
We are gathered here today to bid farewell to all who lost their— This struggle has caused us profound pain and brought us— But through it all, our bravery and resolve never wavered. And even the tiniest of sparks can unite to become a blazing fire. They lit our way forward and showed us the path to victory. When our homeland is revived and life blooms again, they will return to us with the— It is just as our poem describes. We are the inheritors of memory and those who grew alongside Sun and those who forged our own destiny, and that is Natlan's fire. The fallen are never truly lost to us. We will be reunited, and as we create new legends and write new poems in honor of our beloved homeland, their deeds immortalized in our memory. and their names. This epic will be remembered in the actions of every valiant warrior and brave Saurian. All equally important, I would also like to take the time to recognize a Fatui Harbinger, who sacrificed his life for our cause. He was a warrior from Conria, who helped defend our nation 500 years ago. A man who used his own heart as refuge for the souls of the fallen. In the end, he fulfilled his wish and returned the souls to the ley lines. By turning his curse into a weapon, he... We have had our differences in the past, but on this occasion, we honor him as one of our own. In Natlan, all heroes are worthy of celebration.
So. Jessica, was hast du zu sagen?
After you got back, you mentioned you saw Koichi in the Night Kingdom. So, she helped you then?
Ja, sie erschien mit einer ganzen Schar von Sauriern.
Good.
Es bleibt noch Zeit, sie in euren Träumen zu sehen.
It's alright. I don't think she's probably sick of nagging her older sister still. Thank you for telling me. Natlan has a bright future because of you.
Mit den beiden reden wir noch.
Hey, did you hear? As long as we get permission from our chief, we can leave Natlan as much as we want.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because the ley lines have been restored, right? And the Lord of the Night is a lot. That means we can finally see the outside world for ourselves. I heard that Fontaine has a huge ocean. That is totally my vibe. I can't wait to go see it. I want to go to Liyue. The mountains are supposed to be Sounds like the makings of a great vacation. Let's start planning. But first, we all promised we would go to the hot springs together. Then we'll be hot springs buddies for life.
Vegas. Oh, Heiland.
Ah, our hero's here. Is there something you want to discuss?
Ich habe keine weitere Frage. Über die Stellungen der himmlischen Ordnung und der Schatten.
The forces of the Abyss have always sought to corrode Tevat. The ley lines were created by the heavenly principles, and it's only with their protection that Tevat is able to nurture. If the Abyss had free reign, this world would become a living hell. Any attempt by humanity to harness the power of the Abyss is met with swift punishment. The heavenly principles and the Shades show no mercy in that regard. That unyielding approach is also the source of great sorrow and hatred. The situation goes beyond. Perhaps the truth will reveal itself during your future adventures.
Über die Ode der Auferstehung, die schon vor dem Sieg Wirkung zeigte.
Oh, isn't it obvious? The Ode of Resurrection didn't take effect at all. Your own strength is what allowed you to keep fighting, as well as the moral support from... Still, moral support is also an important, if underappreciated effect of the Ode of Resurrection.
Über Natlans göttliches Herz.
The captain's subordinates sent us a letter he left behind. After our duel at the stadium, he asked Tsaritsa to remove him from the responsibility of obtaining the Gnosis, and his request was granted. The captain respected the outcome of that match, and refused to violate his principles. But, since this is the final Gnosis, I doubt that Tsaritsa will let the situation stand.
Nee.
Perhaps a replacement Harbinger will be sent here soon. I'll make sure to be prepared.
Über den nächsten Halt meiner Reise. Über den Stamm, von dem mein antiker Name angehören wird.
Huh? Tribe? Oh, you're thinking along the lines of how the name... In truth, apart from a few ancient names associated with a certain tribal culture or tradition, most ancient names can be inherited by anyone. Your name likely falls under that category. The Wyatt will select someone who shares your character, and of course that won't happen for a very long time.
über den nächsten Halt meiner Reise.
A direct conflict with the Fatui is unavoidable the moment you step foot in Snezhnaya. So make sure you're ready for any scenario. On a related note, I've acquired some new intel. Such fragments are known as Ancient Moon's remnants. Relics of secret source technology from the era of the ancient dragons. Coincidentally, a small squad of Fatui infiltrated our borders around the same Our investigation revealed them to be the subordinates of the Doctor. Their stronghold is in Nod Krai, a land with a long history not far from Snezhnaya. The people there can use a very special power. It's said that this mysterious power predates Ancient Moon's remnants, the Doctor, a mysterious power. The project that connects all three must be ambitious indeed.
Ich habe keine weiteren Fragen. Okay.
The long journey of the Pyro Archon has now come to an end. Together, as we celebrate your glory, allow me to thank you once again. This time, thank you for the respect, understanding, and support.
Es war mir eine Ehre.
An honor. You can keep chatting with your friends nearby. I think I'll stay here for now.
Okay, dann kriegen wir jetzt also nächstes Mal mit Todes zu tun. Dem hatten wir ja schon mal das Vergnügen. Mit dir haben wir noch nicht geredet.
Strange. Why does no one praise the deeds of the almighty Dragon Lord? How? Does no one care about my heroism? A great hero such as myself, forced to remain
Nun gut, du hast tatsächlich ein wenig beigetragen. Gute Abend.
Well. A compliment. After all these years. It's a bit... Hey! Why are you glaring?
Okay, mit Sidnali können wir noch sprechen.
My teacher once said the weight of fate is decided by the one who has to bear it. You helped Natlan overcome a cruel fate. From now on, we will always be... Now, we just need to see where your fate... No, our...
Okay. Gut, aber erstmal gedenken wir den Toten. Wer bist denn du? Sieht irgendwie aus wie so ein Fatui-Heini. Ein bisschen. Ehre erweisen. Erweisen wir ihm die Ehre.
What are you thinking about, Traveler? Oh, the battle, right? Even though we won in the end, it cost a...
Stimme dein letztes Lied mit Stolz an, wie der Marsch eines Helden auf dem Weg zur anderen Seite. Dieses Denkmal soll der 2152. tapferer Krieger gedenken, die im Krieg in Natlan ihr Leben gelassen haben. Achso. Hinterlassen wir das ihm. Hat die Krone? Ja. Die Teufelskrone. Sieht aber wirklich aus wie so ein Teufelshörner. Bisschen lesen. Achso, das steht da drauf. Okay. 2152. Das sind krass viele. Begibt dich aber ein neues Abenteuer. Das wird wohl kaum noch in diesem Update stattfinden. Kann ich mir fast nicht vorstellen. So. Oh, der schon wieder.
Story! I want to hear a story! Come on! Tell...
Well, you kids don't... All right. You can be the first audience for this new take now.
Want to stop and listen to the story? Sounds pretty fun!
Sicher.
This is a story of the great heroes of our time. There are three great heroes at the center. The first is an outlander, a warrior of great strength, completely immune to the power. More importantly, the traveler is kind and brave. Someone who treasures those around.
Yeah, she's super strong! Hey, just let him finish the story! The man
Wir sind aber
telling
ganz
the
schön weit
story
weg.
keeps looking this way, Traveler. Paimon thinks he recognizes you.
Tja, wir sind jetzt wohl echte Berühmtheiten in Natlan. Obwohl es aber auch ein bisschen peinlich ist, das alles zu hören.
The second hero is also an outlander many years ago. He forged a connection with this land and used his goal was to give them a home, and with that, the third hero is none other than Not only is she a powerful and respected figure, but she also commands, with the support of 6 heroes from 500 years ago, she united Natlan against a dangerous foe. Now, this story truly
Und sie endet mit uns.
Under her guidance, Kachina performed exceptionally well in the pilgrimage.
Ja, bin ich nicht stolz drauf, eine Kindersoldatin gemacht zu haben.
Suddenly, the sky turned dark. The sacred flame went out, and Gasoithoth appeared.
Ich meine, bei Janssen, das ist nicht unsere Schuld, das ist schon passiert, bevor wir überhaupt handeln konnten. Die war von Anfang an verloren.
Everyone gathered at the stadium and sang the Ode of Resurrection together to send their support to the first. Hermione became known by all, and everyone began reciting the word in the beginning. There until someone set themselves. Only then did the universe. Anyway, the dust has now settled. The traveler fought for life. The captain fought for death. And our Archon, Mawika, created a bridge between them.
Wow! Is there more? Please don't look.
Sounds like you like this one. Tell you what, give me some time and I'll write it all out in even greater detail.
I loved it! This is the best story ever! Yeah, and Tumaini is the coolest ancient name. I get to be Tumaini today.
Hey, it's supposed to be my turn. No, it's my turn.
No, it's my turn! I get to be Tumaini today. So, no one wants to be the Pyro Archon anymore?
Dabei kann sie Motorrad fahren.
Sounds fun. What do you say, Traveler? Wanna let Paimon be Tumaini for the day?
Na klar. Dann werde ich heute Paimon sein.
Alrighty then. Let's go, Paimon. A new adventure.
Blühende Ode der Auferstehung. Dann ist es hier jetzt zu Ende. Nicht schlecht. Ja, Reiseführer. Ja, glühende Ode der Auferstehung. Ja, dann haben wir den Part hier beendet, Leute. Dann würde ich sagen, wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Und ich sag dann mal, bis dann und ciao.